Doesn't seem like it. Oh, there's something there. Ah, it's just the good old mucus. Oozing of blood, but I don't know if we can get that. Maybe we can. Let's see, Kayran trophy. Armor 3 and 50 vitality. I think that sounds like something we want. A bunch of Kayran crafting materials too. Let's see. Oh, salmon corpse. Oh, no, we can't. We can't get up here anymore either because it's completely blocked off. That's okay. Can we chat with Sheila down here, or...?
We'd best get to work.
We can't. Alright, we can level up. So let's see, we can go for speed of vigor regeneration. Less vigor to block. Better dodges. Less damage from backstabs. I just want this really to get some group style going. So we'll reduce our... Oh, we've got 2 level ups, or just 2 talents. And some straight sword damage so that our next level, which is pretty soon, apparently, we'll be able to actually hit more than one thing when swinging our swords. But to keep going on about Vernon Roach, Geralt put it best really, that he's a sadist. We know previously from what Foltest told us that... And Foltest has always really been very, very honest with Geralt. Honest to a fault, for some weird reason. So he wouldn't just flex his authority on Geralt by saying, oh, I have this special forces commander who's a sick bastard who'll just torture people. No, when he says that, he means it. So we know that Vernon Roach is a torturer, and we know that he can't take hearing the words whoreson, which meaning that he has a fragile ego, or traumatized ego at least. So I understand where he's coming from. Sure, it's just extreme reactions to something that's not extreme in the slightest. I mean, the man he was browbeating, and not even just browbeating, legitimately beating, had already, backed down and backed off. And yet he kept going. That's not really sympathetic in any way, shape or form, and I'm pretty sure Geralt would think the same thing. Otherwise he wouldn't, also say that he's a sadist. Oh. So let's hope refusing to drink with the blue stripes doesn't get us into trouble. Let's see how it should though. This is the graveyard. We're not going in there. We are going around. Prove out the sword and do some rolling around, but nah, I don't feel like it. I think we picked up a bunch of stuff to sell, didn't we? No, yeah, we can sell a Wraith trophy. Other than that, I don't know. Chat with Cedric.
So down.
You might want to know that we killed the Kayran. I still think he sold something Kayran Carapace armor enhancement. Something along those lines. We can't put it into Raven's armor. It's reached its limit of upgrades. But
My hat.
it's this guy and not Cedric.
Welcome.
So where is Cedric? There's some bites and traps. There he is. Let's wait for him. As we start going down the ladder, he'll potentially pass us by while we're going on. He'll go up, we'll go down. We'll just climb through each other, and that will be bad. Early morning and going. Outside there's decent sunshine, no rain. Nice day today. Can ask him this. I suppose that's as good a question as any other.
Any idea what Yorvith intends towards Laredo or the local humans?
Only he knows that. But I suspect he's at a loss, unsure what to do. He's in the area, mounts the occasional ambush, then lies low for a few days. But he's yet to put together a larger attack.
I think he's waiting for the Commandant to lower his guard.
It would appear so. but Yorveth is famous for his viciousness. He's fought regular troops, attacked much larger settlements. Delaying the fight this long is unlike him, unless there's something I don't know about.
That might be the kingslayer being around that's sort of holding him in check, or as Sultan said, it might be a case of not wanting to harm the local non-humans. That's some rusty, well-balanced daggers, bombs, crafting diagrams, Kayran carapace armor reinforcements. Yeah, that sounds like something we'll want. A bunch of traps and some bombs. Stuff we don't really need. What? Now there's a flare as an alternative to what's it called, the cat potion. But Cedric craft something for us. We want the Ciaran. Oh, we need some of the hardened leather. Does he have any of that? Oop, we can buy from him. Yeah, that's us. This is him. Crafting. I can't remember if we put any of the hardened leather. Oh, yeah. So hardened or softened? Hardened leather, yeah. Or if we put any of that into our bank. I can't remember. Do we have the diagram for hardened leather? Because I remember it being a recipe. I think we do. So yeah, we can't make the Kayran carapace armor reinforcement for a bit. We should go check on our local merchants and so on. Just to spend our money before we make back some money. How much money do we have? Well, decent sum, I suppose. Did we lose money? Or did I buy a whole bunch of crazy stuff previously? Oh, we just bought this. That's probably what's causing our money to be lower than it was before. Craftsman's market here. Must be the guy with the troll head. Yeah. Does he have any interesting? He's got all these interesting things. Short gauntlets. Don't know if they're better than our fingerless gloves. So, amethyst armor, stuff. Hardened leather boots. Ooh, those are good. Just require hardened leather, which we granted do have some of, but hardened leather boots. Long, robust gauntlets. +5 maximum load. All around, those look really good. He studded leather trousers. He does not sell. Does he sell the material? He does. So 5 of these. How much would that be? 130 for all of them? I think it is. Let's just buy it all. Yeah, roughly that, 100 and something. How much do we have of it? 7. Meaning we need 1 if we are to make our Kayran carapace armor reinforcements. But we could buy those gloves here. 1 armor and a bunch of other stuff, but I can't remember what our gloves give us. Get a bunch of the same, so no, we don't really need more gloves. But we can take his own stuff. Is there anything else lying about? Nope. We could take his own stuff, trade it back to him. See, this is how you make money. I've done it a few times IRL too. Just take people's stuff and sell it back to them immediately. I haven't actually done that. I don't steal. But let's keep on chugging. Also, go check up on Aneska. She might have something too. I don't know. Let's do it anyway.
Swords? Does he lose them often?
Kinda. Come on. Oh, no. Chase my kids. Give us the geese instead. Ah, with a good drink. Leather and cloth. It's going to weigh us down, but we can put it in the bank. Which I vote for doing next time we're in there. Next time we're in the inn. Oh, yeah. Crafting diamonds. Blade oil. Right. Okay, so what is blade oil? It's an alchemical crafting component. Oh, it's just to make normal oil. Interesting. Insectoid oil, necrophage oil. Might be a good idea to buy these oil formulas. So we've got a few of them apparently. Spectre oil. Oh, we don't have that. Wolf potion. It's accuracy of special attacks. Force growth, something. Oh, that could be good, so I'm gonna grab that. But as for the oils, what's green mold? What could we possibly need green mold for? Yeah, whatever. Just straight up sell potions. And Petrus filter. Okay, so it's nothing we want. Let's get to the tavern. Store more of our leather and all that good stuff, and then we shall go and collect our reward.
Watch you don't sprain something.
I can highly recommend grabbing yourself a drink. Either while playing a game yourself or while watching this great Let's Play. I sometimes feel like I'm kind of looking too much for, you know, let's go look up on the dwarf. He might have the crafting diagram for the leather. I feel like I'm sort of trying too hard to look at the negative sides of Vernon Roach. Sure, he has them, but after Siegfried, it's you know, a bit of I want to see if I can discover something like that again. But it's Earth Rune. Vitality and damage reduction on block. Fire Rune. Jagged Blade. Moon Rune. Robust Cutlass. That's what we have. Fire, that's an expensive one, so I don't really want to do that. Sort of can go on. We can go on. No, he... Oh, that's really good. What makes that more expensive? Oh, okay, they're equally expensive. Something also gave the Fire Rune. It's more expensive because it just gives all kinds of good stuff. The Sun Rune is... Iskith Rune. Essence of Water, Elemental Stone, and Necker Hearts. Ah, this one is... So this one is... Due to it requiring Necker Hearts, it might only be more limited because you can only make so many before running out of Necker Hearts. But all in all, let's not buy anything. General goods vendor here, or maybe he's a bookseller, I don't know. Maybe he has a bunch of stuff. Let's see. Amethyst dust, diamond dust. He sells the hardened leather one. Yeah. Robust cloth, but expensive. Hangman's venom. Probably don't have that. Thunderbolt. Cuts our health in half, but gives us 20% more damage. White Rapids increases our health, but reduces our damage. That's a bit silly.
So how's it
He also had a bunch of books. Let's check those out. Oh. Summer Shrine, which enhances the quest line.
Youngster screaming in data. The old man.
A bit too fancy.
That doesn't make any sense.
Keep still.
Little Dyson Beaver. Putting in crafting materials. Oh, crying out loud. It's also another sign of it being made for consoles in mine too. Let's not put away our diagrams. And sometimes the mouse just won't work because the keyboard will work perfectly fine. Iron ore. Guess it's heavy. Leather is heavy too. Look at this. It has a diagram for something. Yeah, it only counts the stuff we have on us and not the stuff we put in the tank. Meaning whenever we want to craft something, we should go back here. Or I'll just grab the good old mod and we'll get to it from there. Yeah, they should give us a decent weight.
Watch out for the left hook!
Let's go and kill a guy with wood. For once. Actually have some money. And hopefully the Blue Stripes will have found out something about where the kingslayer is hiding.
Blossom's got a garrison.
So we can find them, deal with them, and then go on with our merry lives.
Blossom's got a garrison. We don't need a witch.
Job done. The Kayran's dead.
Good work. You've earned your reward.
Kayran carved his armor.
Might want to stir it.
I don't.
Well, well. How's the Commandant as a host?
It's people like him who might help us.
Or put us in shackles and throw us into the river?
He told me they're keeping Scoia'tael prisoners on a barge in the port.
Did he mention if Ciaran ep Esnalen, Yorvet's right-hand elf, is among them?
No.
He may know something about the Kingslayer.
Let's pay him a visit.
That's mighty convenient. But first, inventory. Kayran's skin armor. 9 armor, 30 vitality. Yeah, that's straight upgrade. And assistance to everything. Plonk in some upgrades and that, and it's a beast. Need robust cloth, hardened leather. We just need robust cloth, then we can make it. And yeah, we'll have enough Kayran skin for both of that and our carapace armor reinforcement. But we'll need robust cloth for that, and we don't have that currently. My nose is itching.
What's in these crates, boss?
King Vridank's
Any nothing?
Place to go up to the guards.
What do you want?
To speak with the wounded prisoner.
No one's allowed.
I'm here on Commandant Laredo's orders.
I already cut a deal with you, but
So get out of my way.
he won't tell you much. He's dying.
Anything on here we can take? Robust cloth or something? No. Oh, interest is heading straight down.
Shut your traps. Stop bloody moaning down there.
Look, Coffer's dozed off.
Wakey, wakey, Coffer. You'll fall asleep forever any day now.
They beat him bad. He's got at least a dozen fractures. I'll need your help.
What do I do?
The spell I'm going to use is painful. It could kill him if he thrashes around.
I'll use the Axie sign to calm him.
Perfect.
Look, Birdie's wet. Hey, Birdie! You get wet just looking at me.
Get ready, Birdie. We'll be down to see you right after our wash.
It's no use.
You wish, Horson. I'm no traitor.
He's raving.
That gun? Where am I?
In Flotsam. On the prison barge.
The convict's barge? I'm done for.
Finding a reader like you. That guy's within earshot, we should not say that. We need to find Yorveth, that is indeed true. Mainly to find the Kingslayer by proxy, but just ask him how they caught him first.
How did Laredo's goons catch Yorveth's right-hand elf?
I was betrayed. How else?
You'd be dying in pain if it wasn't for us.
If it wasn't for the Dwan, I wouldn't be here.
True enough, I suppose.
There's a Witcher in Yorvith's unit.
Like every Dwan, he turned out to be a bastard.
What happened?
He betrayed us. He said he had an offer for me. So we met, where roses of remembrance grow. I should have known.
Roses of remembrance?
Yes, some of the last in the world. He thought that I'd betray my elven brother in order to control the unit. I refused, and there was a fight. I've never seen anything like it. No human can move that fast. It was a massacre. I was the first to be hit, thus I survived. I would have bled to death had Laredo's men not found me. Letho will kill Yorvith, and all will be lost. So many dead, so much suffering, all for naught.
Got a name at least, Letho.
Why does the Dwan want Yorvith dead?
He used us from the start. Our hatred. But he no longer needs Yorvith. Sees him as a thorn in his side. I don't know what Letho wants.
Letho. He's the kingslayer?
Yes.
Then we know his name. That's always useful.
What does Yorvith want? Why Flotsam?
Go plough yourself.
Let's go for the intimidation.
You've got no choice. Tell me, or I'll kill you.
No! If I die, Yorvith won't learn the truth. Flotsam is only the beginning. We're no bandits, we fight for freedom. In due time, Yorvith will answer the call, and we'll emerge from the woods, joining the battle.
What battle?
He wasn't specific.
In that case, I'll ask Yorvith himself.
I'd like to see that.
We got what we came for.
What now?
Yorvith.
What if Yorvith already knows?
I've got an old saying all ready for him. My enemy's enemy is my friend.
Warn him, Gwynplaine. Yorvith fights, for that is what he does best. He's Enshe, a real one, a free one. Among the last. Fighting makes sense. Now more than ever before. There is still hope.
What are you talking about, Ciaran? Hope for what?
For change. For a better tomorrow. I'll not see it. They'll torment me to death on this barge, and I'll go gladly where the apple trees bloom. But you must warn Yorvith.
Yennefer told me that Ciri has departed for good. She inhabits another world and is happy there. Before she left this one, she gave us the Isle of Avallach, our island. We stopped counting time. People believe that the wraiths of the Wild Hunt are immortal. They race across the heavens, gripping in their bony hands swords, their lightning bolts. They take away mortals, ever expanding their cavalcade of spectral riders. They burned the orchard and the house. In their armored boots, they trampled our island. And they made off with Yennefer. I had to get her back. Return to reality. Return to the Witcher's path.
Geralt, are you all right?
I've been to the Isle of Avallach, among the apple trees and the mists. After the massacre in Rivia, Ciri took me there, and Yennefer. The Wraith Riders kidnapped Yen, and I pursued them.
But...
Triss, this is important. I feel like everything's coming together. When the Witchers found me barely alive a half-year ago near Kaer Morhen, I was fleeing the Wraiths of the Hunt. They continued to pursue me, in the outskirts, then in Vizima when I killed the Grand Master. Now I know it was no coincidence.
Ciaran mentioned roses of remembrance growing somewhere near here. Cedric claims likewise. If that's true...
Right now, I should be searching the forest for Yorvith, not looking for flowers.
I could restore your memory.
You sure?
Everything seems to indicate that. Whatever's blocking your memory is clearly weakening. I think I could break that barrier with just one petal from a rose of remembrance. Those flowers are truly powerful.
In that case, Yorvith can wait.
Want me to go with you?
Let's see. Trying to think it through in the old noggin first before vocalizing, but really thinking out loud is it's why you're here, why I'm here. So let's see. On one hand, going there alone, that's Triss says she can do a spell. The only reason why we'd go there alone is because it might be picking up on, hey, he didn't actually love Triss. Back in the old days, he was Yennefer, or Yen, as he affectionately calls her. He's also one of the few people who actually does it. So, well, he was the one who came up with the nickname too. So, and the first short story where they meet each other, it's a fun story. It's The Last Wish. I can only recommend reading it because, well, I can only recommend reading all of the books because, except maybe Season of Storms, that's kind of a do it at your own peril. I'm not going to stop you from reading it, but I'm not going to egg you on to do it either. But let's just say it'd be nice if she went with us, just cause, and because, you know, Geralt likes having people to talk to, even if he just has his horse to talk to, but he has no horse with him at the moment, so yeah.
I'd love your company.
All right then, let's go. Cedric mentioned there are some old elven buildings near the cascade in the forest. We should start there.
Lead the way.
Shut your traps! Stop bloody moaning down there.
Look, Coffer's dozed off.
Wakey, wakey, Coffer.
So does she
You'll fall
walk
asleep
on her
forever
own?
any day now.
Sort of.
Look, Birdie's all wet. Hey, Birdie!
Let's
you
look
get
in our
wet?
journal. Interrogating Kayran. The girl feels strange, perhaps it touched a nerve, and it certainly caused anxiety. The Witcher could almost hear the memories locked away in his mind, calling for freedom and battering at the door that kept them from him. Seeing the Witcher's behaviour, Triss decided there was no time to lose and asked Geralt to find Rose of Remembrance. This powerful psychoactive agent would hasten the recovery of his memory. Geralt and Triss went to search for the flower, or more precisely, Geralt followed the sorceress who knew how to reach the place where the roses apparently grew. That's also another reason to take her along. She knows the way, Geralt doesn't. Assassin of Kings, returning memories. Yeah, some characters to read about. Melina is the secondary character, that makes sense. Accessory to murder. Yep. Arnold. Just some guy. Those guys. Korob, the Alderman of Lobberton. We've got the Troll of Flotsam. Louis Merce, downright bastard or booger. Dimitri, who's now dead. And we've got Ciaran, who's also some secondary characters, so we might not see much more of him. You know, the commanders, Atchison, captured in prison, barge, blah 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 blah. Yeah, but apparently Aletho, the kingslayer, is he seems to have only used the Squirtle for his own nefarious personal gain. And that's Kingslayer. It appeared that this name Letho, whoever he might be, was playing his own game when Roger's gods had become an impediment, yet his ultimate objective remained a mystery to Geralt. Indeed. Vess. Steady hand and sure eye, making her the best sharpshooter in the unit, and not many could match her with throwing knives either. Well, we probably could have if I wasn't blind, but we are not going to be reloading because that's a long time ago now, and we live with our consequences. He wants to capture Yorvith for whatever reasons, and what Sheila, a long thing here, so Very useful. I feel the monster ready fort aiding the witcher with a pass. Indeed.
Get ready, birdie!
So, let's get on with it and follow Triss to this magical garden.